the local media has an agenda that they're going to serve. I don't know who's in charge of it or what it is, if it's like a headless monster.
I was pretty happy with that one gerbils the other night.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, yeah.
That was a good pizza.
Yeah.
Fat wallets and empty hearts.
Fat wallets, empty hearts.
It's insane how little musicians get. So, if you're interested in support, not just me, but any musician that you like, one of the best ways to do that, it sounds old school because it is purchase their music, purchase their merch,
Hey guys, this is Mark from Rat Rod.
Hi, this is Mikey P from Skell.
Hey, this is Jeff from the Bell Jumpers.
Let's go.
Probably Dave Grohl, because he's awesome.
This is Jessica for the band Dimitus. You're listening to Pennsylvania Rock Show.
Hey guys, John Vento with the Needs Hotel Band, coming to you in support of music from the 412, the dream of my man Rocky. He put this whole thing together, and the entire Pittsburgh music community is a huge part of it. Support music from the 412. Check them out everywhere. They're all over social media. They're all over the internet. They're all over YouTube. Music from the 412.
What's up, everyone? My name is Bill. This is the Pennsylvania Rock Show, episode number 676. We're coming at you from musicfrom412.com, PARockShow.com, megarockradio.net, and KFGD 107.1 FM in St. Louis, Missouri. RootRooRadio.com on the beaches of San Diego, California. XRPRadio.co.uk in the Highlands of Scotland. Buildascene.com/radio and oldiesxl.com in Philadelphia. With me tonight is Billy, and I'm not going to say his last name, from Billy and the Regulators. Billy the Kid and the Regulators. How do you say your last name?
Evanochko.
Yeah, I would have never gotten that.
It's actually, if you look at it, it's phonetically just like it's spelled. Evanochko.
I have this problem where I learned Spanish and Italian and I still teach Spanish and that extra vowels all the time. So I'm going to start right off. We met at the Blues Society of Western Pennsylvania's Blues Challenge that you were doing. You were judging.
Yeah.
And your band has a bit of a history there. And I wanted to start there. Can you tell us about all your...
we represented the Blues Society of Western Pennsylvania in 2013 in the top 5 self-produced CD category. And we made the top 5. And then the following year, we came back in 2014 with the band, and we took 3rd. And it was actually, I think that was up to date. That was the largest IBC that there was. First place was Mr. Sip out of Mississippi, Vicksburg, Ghost Town Blues Band out of Memphis, and us.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I've interviewed Bay Allen and I've interviewed the Bell Jumpers. What was it about those two bands that you thought put them, well, solo and a band that put them?
They were the most original, and they're the two bands that I thought gave our Blues Society the best chance to advance. And that's basically how I judge it. I mean, I've judged the finals in Memphis. And one thing I've learned from doing that, even judging the quarterfinals at the actual competition, is the advice that was given to me was judge according to, the requirements and the rules. Don't judge what you like. I mean, you're allowed to like what you like, but you have to be impartial here. Right. So it's about what band is fitting the criteria. And that's how, and I thought those two bands out of all the bands were great. There was a lot of good talent that showed up there. But those are the two acts that really stood out for me.
I told Rocky while we were sitting there, I was like, I am so glad that I am not judging this competition, because you're right. It was all quality.
Yeah. I mean, music's subjective, but when you're judging a competition like that and being a contestant and a judge on both sides of it, at the end of the day, what is the criteria? You know, and when you're
Yeah.
judging for a regional, you have to keep it. And I love my Blues Society, so I want to see our Blues Society advance. So I'm looking for that band that I'm going to sit there. It's going to make me go, yeah, they're going to get through. They can get through. They can break through at least the first round, if not the second, and possibly the finals. And I just thought the guitar player for the Bell Jumpers was great, and the whole band in general. You know, I thought they were fantastic. And Bay Allen is just he is exactly what he is on stage as a person, which is great. He's authentic, and that's what I liked about him.
That's for anyone who's not familiar with who Bay Allen is. In the intro, he's the one talking about how to support musicians. And let's move on to this. You woke up to some really exciting news this morning. I saw.
I did.
With the new album. You want to cover that?
We debuted on the Blues Rock chart, number 7. We cracked the top 10 right out the gate, and then we were number 2 in Canada on their chart. So yeah, I'm ecstatic because, I mean, everybody wants you when you do a record, you want it to chart, you want people to like it, you want it to get played. But this record means a lot to me. There was a lot of pain that came before this record, and if you listen to it, then you understand what I mean. And to watch it come into fruition right now, and to have a Monday like this, and let's face it, Monday sucked. Today did not suck. I'm very grateful. I want to thank Marlene Palumbo and Steve Hill and Doug Tackett. That's our team, Road Dog Touring, Media Force Management, and Indian Ink, our publicist Marlene, you know, and Sony Orchard for believing in us, and you know, letting us get this record out. And you know, my fingers are crossed, man. If it's already here, it's starting at 7. Like, let's go. I want to see it rise up a little bit. See how high it goes. Sky's the limit.
I'm going to ask you a couple questions just to get to know you. And if you've listened to the show at all, I do go like off the rails a little bit with some questions. Fine. This one, not so much. At what point did you, like, can you pinpoint when you knew you were going to be a musician?
Yeah, I was 5 years old on a school bus, and bus driver had a boombox up on the visor. And me and my friend Chucky Fisher, we were little kids. We were sitting. He actually was an NFL football player and played for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we're listening. Michael Jackson comes on the radio, and we're sitting there, and we're playing drums, and we're singing, and we're moving in our seats. And it was like our thing every day. It was all about. All we did was talk about songs and music. And I'd watch all that stuff. I mean, I actually grew up in the era of MTV where there was actually videos. So
it's funny that you mentioned that, because that's kind of what we're doing with music from the 412.
You know, and that's what I wanted to do. And then, you know, by the time I was about 13, 14, my dad come home with his VHS tape. My dad loved guitar music, loud as fuck, you know, he was loud as heck. And I just got warned about that. I'm sorry. But in any case, he come home with Stevie Ray Vaughan live at the Elmo Combo. And I'm watching it, and I'm just like, wow, that dude's doing that with a guitar? That's what I want to do. You know, it was insane. And I was lucky. My parents had good taste in music, so, I mean, because they were young. I mean, my mother was 17 when she had me. You know, my dad was 21, and, you know, me and my twin sister. And then, you know, 3 years later, there's 2 more kids. There's 4 of us. You know, my parents had, like, you know, my mom listened to a lot of B.B. King, Linda Ronstadt, Bonnie Raitt, stuff like that, Jackson Browne, Boz Scaggs. My dad listened to, like, you know, all the Southern rock, Led Zeppelin, you know, the Rolling Stones. I mean, so I've been around it. You know, it's been the soundtrack of my life, so to speak.
I do this every show now, ever since I started music from 412. I forgot to mention the 2 songs that played ahead of us talking on the radio show. They were Shattered, Hellbent, and Silk 9, Tear Me Down. And we're going to hear 2 more here in a moment, but I'm going to ask hopefully one more quick question of Billy, and then we'll get to that. So what's the best pizza you've had because you're a musician?
The best pizza?
Yep.
Well, that's a loaded question. The times on the road when you're stranded, didn't get paid when you're supposed to get paid, but somebody got someone a fan brought you a free pizza, so that's always a good one.
But
my favorite pizza, like if I was on death row and had and I could eat whatever I want, I'm going police station pizza in Ambridge all day long. Ambridge Prié, police station pizza house.
All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a break here, and then we're gonna hear the Shiners, Slow With You, and then we're gonna listen to Billy the Kid and the Regulators, Nice Ain't Got Me Nothing, and I'm gonna ask you to talk about that when we come back.
Cool.
So we will be right back.
John Vento here from the Needs Hotel Band. I'm here tonight at Thunder Thursdays at the Pittsburgh Shrine Center. Every Thursday night, there's great live music. There's no cover charge, food and beer and a full bar, and a lot of fun with a lot of great people. You got to check this scene out, man. Thunder Thursdays here at the Pittsburgh Shrine.
Catch the hottest shows in the Burgh when you tune in to Music from the 412. Listen to the Pennsylvania Rock Show live every Monday at 9 p.m. for ticket drawings for upcoming Drusky Entertainment shows. Music from the 412 is happy to join with Drusky Entertainment to promote original music in Pittsburgh. Visit musicfromthe412.com/contests for instructions on how to enter our exclusive concert ticket giveaway. Don't miss 3 questions and a song on Music from the 412. Tune in as Bill Damiano of the Pennsylvania Rock Show introduces you to unsigned bands from anywhere on the third rock from the sun. Bill asks questions, bands give answers. Plus, an additional question is provided by the previous episode's featured artist. Learn about unsigned bands of all genres throughout the world through a very simple method: 3 questions and a song. Tune in to our next show. 10 Band TV is your network for live and on-demand sports, concerts, and more direct to your living room. Catch up on the latest regional sports highlights or catch a concert from the comfort of your own home. You can even stream Music from the 412 anytime to your TV, internet, or smart device. 10 Band TV is free and streaming daily to Western PA and surrounding regions. Learn more at 10band.tv.
Okay, so we just heard the Shiners with a fairly new track from them, Slow With You, and then Billy the Kid and the Regulators, Nice Ain't Got Me Nothing, and brand new. That release date was just a couple days ago, correct?
Yes, 5 days ago to be exact.
So tell me a little bit about that song. This is you mentioned MTV, so this is your storyteller's moment.
Okay, this song is actually a song that was written by the band Storyville. That's Malcolm Milligan, Tommy Shannon, Chris Layton, David Grissom, and David Holt. And, that's Double Trouble, Stevie Ray's rhythm section. And that song only appeared on one album, and it was Live in Anthems. So the only version I had ever heard was a live version. I used to, it was kind of like on my playlist, like just one of my go-to tracks, because I always loved the stuff that they did. And we're coming back on a road trip from Indiana, and I played it for the band. The band's like, why aren't we doing that song? I'm like, well, you guys yelling about trying to keep it original, and they're like, yeah, man, but that swings, that's killer. You could do that song. It's like it's been written for you, and really it is. The last year of my life was that song in a nutshell. So I was like, you know what, heck with it, let's do it. We started playing it out, and we really kind of came into our own kind of vibe with it. And we were putting together the album. I was like, you know what, man, this I like this song so much. I have no problem making this the title track. And I'd like to thank the band Storyville for writing that song. And I hope you don't mind that I recorded
it. Normally I would ask this question, but I'm going to put it out there. You mentioned Sony and The Orchard. The Orchard is a distribution company that works with independent bands within Sony's umbrella.
The Orchard.
Right. Which means that, you have permission to record that, because some people might hear you say, thank you for doing that so that I could do it, and not realize that.
Right. Oh, yeah. We make sure we register everything. Like the songs we did, there's 2 songs that appear on there by Glenn Pavone and the Cyclones. And I grew up on their music, and Frank Sprent, Tom Valentine, and Glenn Pavone. And Glenn was my hero. I mean, you know, and I reached out to, you know, his sister, and I spoke to Moondog and both Ron Moondog Esser and Norm Nardini about it before I did it. I said, you know, I really want to record these songs. And, you know, it's not no secret. I mean, Glenn taught me how to play. So, and on a side note, I want to send a shout out to Donna Pavone. Thank you so much for sending me Glenn's guitar. On his birthday this year, I got a package in the mail, and it was Glenn Strat. So, awesome. And it's going to stay in the family with me, and I can't wait to play it out.
Very cool. All right, so you're headed out on this huge worldwide tour. What venue do you want to kick it off at, and why that one in particular?
Oh wow! Where am I touring at? Am I like Midwest?
That's totally up to you.
Okay, if I'm touring the Midwest, the first place I want to play is Buddy Guy's Legends.
I've been there. I tell a story about that on the show all the time.
I want to play there, and then I want to play I want to play Kingston Mines, and I want to play Roses. I want to play Chicago.
Yeah,
Chicago blues, but is what really, you know, there's so much history in the blues right in that city alone and in those clubs. But if those walls could talk, you know, and for me, I come a kid from Pittsburgh, to be able to say that I played those venues and I was good enough to play those venues, you know, that's what every kid that puts on a guitar that wants to play the blues wants to be able to say that they did that and they were good enough to do that. So,
yeah, we went to Buddy Guy's a couple years ago. We were there when the Penguins were playing outdoors.
Yeah, the first time I ever competed in the IBC, I was playing a Buddy Guy's Strat. It was a red one with white polka dots. There's
nice.
pictures. One of my students, Sam Eichenlaub, nice young girl from Beaver, PA. She has the guitar to this day.
So. Very cool. I was really, really hoping, because he lives right upstairs. I was like, come on, come down. He didn't come down.
Yeah.
All right, so you're still on that tour, and one of the requirements from the record label, I don't know why, but one of the requirements from the record label is that you play a non-standard venue, so somewhere that you normally wouldn't play. Like Kiss played in a bay in Australia, the Great White Sharks, and Metallica played in Antarctica. What's a non-standard venue that you would want to play at?
Being a vet, any or all the military bases in that area.
That's awesome.
Just say thank you to my brethren. You know what I mean? I'm very proud that I'm a United States Air Force veteran.
I'm going to turn you on to a band here. There's a band in the Pittsburgh scene called Parabellum, and when they formed, everybody in the band was a veteran. Currently, their drummer is not, but they're all veterans, and the majority of their songs are based on being veterans.
That's awesome.
So you should check them out.
We need more of that.
Let's see. All right, so this next question is the official Build to Scene question. I ask it on every show I do. It's who's your Dave Grohl? And by that, I mean, who do you want to go up on stage with and perform one of their originals?
The Rolling Stones.
Nice. Which song?
Oh, man. Midnight Rambler. Live 1969 Madison Square Garden. That version.
See, now you're throwing out dates, so I have to ask this question.
Yeah.
All right, so you're leaving one of those shows on this tour, and there's a DeLorean sitting out there with its door open and a flux capacitor in the back seat. So you can go anywhere in time. Where are you going, and what band are you going to hang out with while you're there?
Woodstock, New York, 1969. I'm hanging out with everybody. And I'm gonna try and get Buddy Guy to let me jump up on stage with him. Right after we get done watching Jimi Hendrix.
So my mic just fell. I'm using a new setup today.
It's
so
all good,
bear
buddy.
with me.
Bear with me. I'm in the same boat, man. I'm right now. I'm anxiously waiting. There's a really, really awesome musician from Florida, and I got a lot of Florida friends. But But my buddy Reggie Sears, he was just playing a blues festival across the state here in PA, and he had some time off on his tour. So he's actually on his way here, and we're going to hang out the next couple of days. So I'm going to show him around Pittsburgh a little bit.
Very
and
cool.
you can catch him out there. Reggie Sears, check him out.
So sticking with the DeLorean, because you might need it for this question.
Right.
You can sit down and have dinner with anyone in the history of the world. One of them has to be a musician. The other three you can pick without any caveats. And yes, I stole this from Mark Madden.
All right, so any one musician and any three people.
Yep.
So 4 dinners, or all at the same time.
Either way.
Okay. All right, if I'm going to go sit down with one musician, the one I want to talk to the most, and I would have to pick around 1989 because that would have been when he was sober. I would go back and go have dinner with Steve Ray Vaughan.
I'm noticing a trend here with guitarists.
the other three people, I would like to go have lunch with my grandfather that I never met, Stelio Montini. I'd like to go back and have lunch with my pop-up one more time. And I'd like to go have lunch and go drive around in her LTD, my Aunt Lois.
Okay, now you have to tell me why in the LTD.
Because it was her ride. My Aunt Lois was one of the most beautiful women I've ever met in my life. Most super generous person I ever met. Tough as nails. Old school Italian. She was like, if Lucille Ball was a Dago, that'd be my Aunt Lois.
That's funny.
Yeah, leopard print, everything, fire engine, red lipstick, a gold Ford LTD with a pack of Pall Mall sitting on the dashboard.
Let me think. Something quick. Actually, you know what? We'll just take a break and we'll talk a little bit more. What you're going to hear next on the show, you're going to hear Falling Into Red, Reckoning, and the Red Lines, Running with the Pack. And those of you that are watching the video, you're about to see me give away free tickets. So we'll be right back. Okay, so it's time for me to give away tickets to the Pat Metheny tour for June 22nd. I had, I believe, 5 entries. Their names are on there more than once. I'm going to go ahead and press the button and find out who won. Here we go.
Lucar.
Okay, Lucar, keep an eye on your email for those tickets. And we'll be right back with Billy the Kid. Hey, we're back. Too many camera angles there. You can see me twice. So Lucar is getting tickets. They will be coming from Drusky Entertainment. Drusky Entertainment and Music from the 412 are working on that project together. There are a bunch more tickets for us to give away. You can go to musicfrom412.com/contests. And it's real easy. You just click on the show you want to go to. You share that page and tag Music from 412 and Drusky Entertainment, and you're entered. Oh, and you have to fill out a form that gives us your email address so we can send you tickets. That's it. So how about an embarrassing moment that's happened on stage? I'm sure you've had at least one.
Oh, there's been a bunch. You really want to hear that?
Yeah. Or you could tell me about someone else in the band, which makes it even funnier.
Okay. An embarrassing moment. Oh, I got a good one. Okay. So this is like 2004. I had hair down here and stuff. And this is when I was like kind of like really starting out. So I was pretty broke. So I didn't wear underwear. And I'd get all my jeans at the thrift store. And I had hair to here. I was always wearing sleeveless t-shirts with sleeves ripped off, you know what I mean? maybe a do-rag, big old mop hanging out. And I'm on stage. I used to play barefoot and stuff. And I tried to get cocky, pull a James Brown and do a split. I split the back of my pants. I just played the rest of the show with my bare ass hanging out.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I get to hear lots of good stories. One time I had someone tell me they were playing at a dog park, and a dog walked up and relieved themselves on their amp.
Yeah.
So that's always a fun question.
Yeah.
All right, so this next question I haven't asked in a while, and it has a name. It's the Diesel Beast question. They're a band out of Denton, Texas. I asked them, they were the very first band I asked this question to, and I will tell you their answer afterwards so you understand why I named it after them. But the question is, if you could play anywhere in the world with any musician living or dead, where would you play and who would you play with?
I've actually thought about this. And I've been thinking about it a lot lately ever since the record come out. I would go, can I go back in time?
Yeah. We still have a DeLorean.
Okay, all right, cool. I'm going back to 2004 when I first started, but going back now. And I'm jumping on stage with Glenn Pavone and the Cyclones at Moondogs.
That was, you really did think about that. There was no hesitation.
I've thought about that a lot because he's so important to my history of even doing this. Like, I was very lucky. I came up under Glenn Pavone and Warren King. Those are the two guitar players that taught me how to play. Two very different how they taught me. Glenn treated me like, I was like a nephew. You know what I mean? Warren treated me like I was a pain in the ass little brother. You know? But they're the two baddest cats I ever seen strap it on. And I'm talking like in the world. I mean, I've seen them all. Those two guys can hang toe to toe with anybody. And I mean anybody. And that would be the other part of it. As I'm doing that, Warren King would would walk in the door, grab a beer, and just push his way up to the stage and join us on stage. That'd be crazy.
Anyone that's been at an event that Music from 412 has been to so far this summer, we have a stack of Warren King CDs. You have to do something that makes Rocky decide to hand it to you, but he has them.
Yeah.
He also has Chismo Charles CDs.
Yeah, Warren, Chismo, Cyclones, Gary Baloma, Blue Bombers. There was a time when Pittsburgh Blues, man, was really happening, man. And I have a feeling it's starting to come back around. I mean, there's some great bands in our city right now, man. You got, aside from myself and my band, you got the Dan Boobin band, Dan Boobin and Delta Struts. That's a slick crew right there. You got the ever rockin' steady, uncrowned, king of rock and roll, Norm Nardini, every Friday night at the Starlight. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, there's still some stuff happening. The Tina Daniels band, killing it. You know what I mean? My little protege, my man. I got to take credit for him because I love this kid. But Pierce Dittner is the real deal. He's no joke. So go check him out. The Pierce Dittner band.
I'm going to throw a couple out too. The Needs Hotel band.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Billy.
Those are all my buddies. That's John Vanko, Fred DeLue, Eddie Johnette. I know all those cats. Those guys. That's another good band. That's a great band right there.
Billy Price.
Yeah, Billy Price, Willie Trine, the Bluescasters, Thursday nights, Sloppy Joe's. Yeah, Billy Price. I mean, come on, everybody knows Billy Price. That's my man, Billy. We love you, man.
Who else? Oh, Lone Crow Rebellion. That I saw. They played at the Blues Challenge. I'm really getting into them.
Oh yeah. I remember they were good. They were pretty cool. They were cool. They were a cool band. I tell you what, man, we're doing something at the Blues Festival this year. It's called Billy the Kid's Pittsburgh Young Guns, and my man Dan Boobin's helped me out with this. And it's basically we're going to showcase the young blues cats in the Pittsburgh area. We have Donnie Bell, we got Guitar Zach, we got my cousin who's another little monster too, Johnny Valacorsa, Pierce Dittner, Dan Boobin, myself, Jimmy Spears on the bass, Steve Binsberger on the keys, and my drummer Ben Davis on the drums. And we're going to do a tribute to the Three Kings. Like, it's going to be very cool for the, come support the Blues Festival, man, and band together Pittsburgh. It's such a great thing that Moondog and John are doing, for the city, and just to be good people, Come support that.
I was there 2 years ago, but
Yeah.
only for a little while because I got a headache, a really really bad one.
Yeah.
And it wasn't music related. It was just it was a bad day because I was enjoying it. In fact, I've been to a bunch of blues shows this year. Rocky and I have been doing a blues tour almost with music from the 412. In fact, Thursday we'll be at the Shrine Center for the Shiners,
Right
which
on.
are kind of country rock, but
They're cool. They're cool. They're a cool outfit, man. They got a good vibe to them. I like them. I tell you what, man. What's so fun for me is when I go to different cities and stuff, and I tell them I'm from Pittsburgh, and it makes me real proud to say, "Yeah, you guys got some good cat. You guys get some heavy cats up there. Everybody can play up there." I like that, being from somewhere where we're known for being badasses. There's some badass talent here, man. I love it.
All right, so I have two more questions for you.
All right.
What do you have coming up next? And I saw a huge list of shows.
Okay, there's a lot.
You can just pick.
Coming up. You can find my schedule at www.billythekidandtheregulators.com. You'll see our entire schedule. But this week we have Fred's Divot and Amber's, a Tuesday Blues Day, Tuesday jam session every Tuesday as long as I'm in town. This Friday night, Summerfest in Bridgewater, PA, in the street, downtown Bridgewater, Pennsylvania, 8 to 10. Come see us. And then I think after that, we start preparing for doing the Eastern Seaboard tour. We're going to do the Atlantic Coast, East Coast, and then right following that, we're going to go up to New England, and then we'll be back. We'll be back just in time after all those dates for August. By that time, we'll be at the Heritage Blues Festival as the house band. But leading up to that, our first show back in Pittsburgh will be, I do believe, August 5th at the Rivers Casino.
All right, besides Billy the Kid and the Regulators.com, where can the listeners and viewers get a hold of that new album from you?
They can get it on iTunes, Pandora, Amazon. Pretty much every streaming platform. If you go to my Facebook page, on Facebook, there's links to all of that good stuff. And even once again, like at the website, www.billythekidandtheregulators.com, go to our schedule, and there's links for all that, where to get the music. There's an email address. Get on our mailing list. Help me help you.
I that's a quote from a movie, right? Help me help you, help me help you. You help me. Yeah. Anyway. So, Billy, I want to thank you for hanging out with me tonight.
Dude, thanks for having me on your show, man. I appreciate it. Much love.
And make sure you guys go to BillyTheKidAndTheRegulators.com and get yourself a copy of the new album. Nice Ain't Got Me Nothing. And we're going to play one more track here on the radio side. It is an old one. It's The Travelers, Path to Nowhere. And then if you're on the video side, you're going to get to see a whole bunch of videos until the next hour starts. Make sure you check us out each and every Monday night here on Music from the 412. And if you're into the radio side of things, that all gets released Friday at 6 a.m. on buildthescene.com. We will see you next week.
Thank you, man.
Hey everyone, it's Bill from Music from the 412 with your concert calendar for June 16th through June 25th, brought to you by BuildTheScene.com and FirstAngelMedia.com. Friday, June 16th, 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. and Saturday, June 17th, 1 p.m. to 11 p.m. It's the Fostering Music Summer Shindig at Paradise Park in Cowansville, Pennsylvania. Fostering Music helps provide quality music lessons and musical instruments for children currently in or adopted out of the foster care system. Music from the 412 will be hanging out. Come say hello. Friday, June 16th, Heroes Bar and Grill in Kittanning, Pennsylvania. It's their Friday open mics with host Solomon. Monday, June 19th, Billy the Kid and The Regulators will be on the Pennsylvania Rock Show live here on Music from the 412. Wednesday, June 21st, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Michael Christopher Trio will be at Vinoski Winery in Rostraver Township. 8 p.m. with a $10 cover, Dog Company with special guest Middlefinger and 65 Rats at the Smiling Moose. Thursday, June 26th, 6 p.m. It's the Thunder Thursdays Summer Concert Series at the Pittsburgh Shrine Center. The Shiners will be your headliners. That is a show that Music from the 412 attends weekly. Come see us at our table. 7 p.m. It's Pat Metheny, Side Eye World Tour, Carnegie Homestead Music Hall. We're giving away 2 tickets to this show, so go to musicfromthe412.com/contest for your chance to win. Friday, June 23rd, 7:30 p.m. Heroes Bar and Grill in Katanning. Open mic series with Corey Brocious. Saturday, June 24th, 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. It's the 2023 Highway Hellions Bootleggers Bash. $15, tons of bands. 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. It's the PA Band Initiative Music Festival at the Beacon Hotel in Renfrew, Pennsylvania. It is a charity event with a $10 suggested cover. That money will go to help PBI. Music from the 412 will be in attendance. Come say hello and play some cornhole with us. 6:30 p.m. at Twin Lakes Park at the Brian T. Rusnock Amphitheater. It's the Hitchhikers and more. Sunday, June 25th, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Scott and Rosanna at Vinoski Winery in Rostraver Township. That's 1:30 to 4. Travolta at the Thunder in the Valley in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Monday, June 26th, 9 p.m. Jimmy Adler interview on the Pennsylvania Rock Show. That is all I have for you this week. My name is Bill, and I'll see you live on the Pennsylvania Rock Show at 9 p.m. on Mondays here on Music from the 412.